Hey, 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 everybody. How are you today? Welcome to Making Connections. This is your girl, Allie, and we're so glad that you're here with us today. We hope everybody's having a good day so far. It's Saturday. And so, you guys know we are here every Saturday at 12 noon and every Monday at 2 p.m. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm excited about our guest today because who doesn't need a spa day? Who could use some pampering right now? Everything going on. It would just be nice, right? So I want to introduce you all to Miss Tasha Hargrove. She is the CEO of Serene Well Spa in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey Tasha,
Hello, hello, hello.
how are you
Thank
doing
you for
today?
having me.
Absolutely. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good,
Just took a break, so
good. Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
Well, I'm glad you could take a break and spend a little time with us today. And before we get started, I want you to take a moment, introduce yourself to our listeners. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Tasha Hargrove. I am originally from Columbia, South Carolina. Reside in Charlotte. I own Serene Well Spa. I am a registered nurse for the last 10 plus years.
Hmm.
Um, and I was a travel nurse since 2013. And it's kind of where I got my idea to start my wellness spa.
Ah, so you know that was going to be one of my questions. So, a travel nurse. I have some friends that are travel nurses. So,
Early?
yeah. So, thank you so much for everything that you're doing. Have you been working in the hospitals or anything since COVID?
I have, yeah. Started out in March. I was traveling like in New York and I was in Cali. Yeah. I did some stuff
Okay.
here in Charlotte. So
We
yeah.
applaud you. Thank you so much for everything because we know it has not been easy for you
Oh
guys.
no.
Long hours and the things that you're seeing,
Right.
sometimes I wish people could see what you see because,
Right.
yeah, they might have a different opinion, right?
Mhm.
Well, today we're going to talk about some goodness. So, like I said, we know that you own the Serene Well Spa in Charlotte. And so you kind of alluded to that. So we'll go ahead and jump in. Of all the businesses, you could have created, why the wellness spa? Why was that so important to you?
So when I started traveling, I did a lot of my travels, of course, on the West Coast. And I started seeing a lot of things how they treat health. They look at health a little different than we do on the East Coast. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're more into a lot of alternative type things. And so I just started trying a bunch of random like services and I kind of got into it that way. Then I was like, I should take this idea back to Charlotte and open a spa. So it was like within about 3 years, I had the idea, taking classes and experiencing all type of things, and I just brought it back.
Oh, cool. So like, what are some of the differences? Like, how do they treat uh,
I mean, well,
this?
so a lot of people kind of go straight to medicine. I mean, medicine is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. We need medicine, but they skip across the whole like preventative care, self care, and things that you can do prior to actually ending up with the illness, you know?
Mm,
So that's how they kind of look at it a little different out there. And they have a lot more, they're more open. So they're more open to alternative and holistic like health and medicine. So,
okay, cool. So that's a very good point. A lot of times, and that's why we've always heard to eat right and to exercise and things like
right.
that. But when we're young, we just think that we're going to live forever and we'll to all that later. But
Hmm.
that preventive part is so important. I'm
Right.
learning that if I had changed, and it's not major. A lot of
No.
times, we want to think like, oh my God, I can't have a soda. I can't have a French fry or cake or anything like that. But and it's not just eating, but it's the exercise and everything, correct?
Hmm. Yeah.
So like I see, I'm looking at your flyer and I see a
Oh,
lot of the things that you do. So what is like the most popular? Do people mostly come in for massages and then when they get there they find all these other uh, services you have?
right now, the most popular, I think, because it's the beginning of the year, is more of the colon hydrotherapy. Only because in Charlotte, I think it's about 3 or 4 people in the Charlotte area who actually provide that service. So I think that the reason why everybody's coming in now is because beginning of the year they're trying to jumpstart their, their wellness journey and all that stuff. So when they come in, they'll do that service and then they'll see everything else. Then they'll come back for other stuff.
Okay,
But definitely colonics right now.
so tell us a little bit about that. How does that work?
So so there's two different systems. There's an open system and a closed system. I'm talking more about the open system, which is the system that I have. It's a table you kind of lay on, and there is a speculum you kind of insert in your bottom, and it's like warm filtered water is flushed through for about 30-minute process. You take the water in and release it, and it kind of helps cleanse your large intestine. So at home, you do like an enema. An enema kind of only cleanses the last 5 inches or so, but the colonic kind of has the potential to go up to the whole large intestine. So it's a more deeper cleanse, and I mean it's a little work on your body, but it's needed.
Do you have to do anything to prepare for that, or you just
Mainly, I tell people just kind of eat kind of soft and kind of light the day before, and nothing to eat or drink 2 hours prior to coming in, because you don't want your stomach already trying to digest stuff, and I'm about to flush your whole large intestine out, so it's not fun.
So is that like a one-time process, or do people or is it something you can just do like every quarter or something if you desire to?
I tell people if your system is good, meaning good as in like you go to the bathroom hour or so after you eat like each meal, that's like a good system. I tell you like every quarter is fine. But to jumpstart people who have a lot of issues, I have them do 3 within try to do 3 days, but if you can't do 3 days, 3 within a short period of time, I'll say 3 weeks. And then after you do that, try to go to monthly till you get your system on the right track, and then jump to quarterly.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So why is it so important for us to be using the bathroom? I mean, because really I've heard some of my friends and they're like, I might go like once a week or something. And I'm like,
right.
Really? What?
I hear a lot of people say that. And I think it's mainly because of our diet, because of things we choose to eat. But so a lot of our like the diseases and stuff that we have now that we go to the doctor for and take medications for, a lot of things start in our gut, and people don't know that. So people suffer with like, just random eczema or migraines, depression. It's a lot of things that are in our gut that we hold on to, like bacteria and stuff that shows up in our body in other ways, which would be like an illness. So that's the reason why you want to flush your system and get regular checkups, because colon cancer is like the second most known cancer. I mean, the second cancer in the world that's causing issues.
Okay. And see, that's one of the reasons I like to do these shows that have people on about stuff that you don't think about. And like you said, it's part of our diet. We've probably been doing it for years, and so it's just normal. But when we hear somebody say, you should be going to the bathroom like an hour or 2 after you eat, you're like, what?
Right.
So and so then and we have a health and wellness expert who's on every first Monday, and she was saying something about stuff coming out through our skin, and I was like, I could not figure out why my face keeps breaking out. And so just learning the different things about how the gut and your body holds things, but it really needs to be excreted, and so it comes out in different ways.
Right.
And just like the migraines you were talking about, wow.
Yeah, they say our gut is like our second brain. So people have a lot of like mental like issues and stuff, and it's not just because you just have a random imbalance, but it could be something wrong with your gut as well. So it's a lot of research that they're doing now that's showing us like the gut and brain are like kind of like tie hand in hand. So yes,
that's cool to know. So what are some other things that you do there at the spa?
My second most, I'll say popular, is pretty much like the vaginal steaming, which is like a ancient practice of sitting over a pot of like herbs, medicinal herbs, to help you with different issues and stuff. Men and women, I do see both of them with that. That's like the second popular. And then I do a lot of foot detoxing, herbal and ionic. And I do teeth whitening. That's another thing. And IV hydration therapy. It's not, I do that as well, but it's not not open right now. Probably another month or 2, I'll have that in full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the V-steam, because I've heard, a couple people that I've known have had appointments, but when COVID hit, they didn't make it. So I was like, I need to know somebody who's done this. What is this about? So I had heard people always speculate, well, you don't want to
Mhm.
do that because it'll, knock off your pH balance, but it actually regulates that, correct?
Right. Yeah, I don't know about knocking it off. So pretty much, yeah, regulates, helps with like menstrual pain, infertility. It depends on which herb bath you use. Different herbs that do different things. So you can help with infertility. You can help with postpartum healing. So another good one that people use it for. Um, just overall like health, reproductive health is good. And for men, they use it for like muscle pains. You can use it for hemorrhoids, sleep, because it has a lot of lavender in the bath. And they said it also helps with like prostate health for men. So that's why I try to get men and women to come on here together and get it done.
Yeah, little couples be
Yeah,
steam.
yeah,
Cool. I often really wondered like that. So, so there's different herbs depending on like what you're trying to
right.
help.
Yep.
Ah. And how long is that process? Is it like 30 minutes, an
Uh,
hour?
you actually sit on the pot for like 30 minutes or about 30 minutes. Yeah,
Mhm.
for the most part.
Very
Some people sit a
nice.
little less depending on what they got going on, but for the average is about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Are you doing those right now?
I am. Yeah.
And I know one of the questions that, somebody had said to me was just asking, like, with COVID and everything going on, like, what are your cleaning processes and, just making sure everybody's safe.
Right. So here I have well, cleaners that come in like 3 times a week, and they also do their COVID clean. I think it's like a special clean, like they do like once a week. Only the client can be in the building at a time with with me. We do have you wash your hands 7 times when you come in, temperature checks, and you have to wear your mask unless you're getting like teeth whitening or something. So
Cool.
yeah,
I mean, I've been telling everybody. Haven't been to yours yet, but I've
right.
been to. I've had two massages, like when all this stuff is going on, and I
Uh-huh.
said, first time I was like a little nervous, but
Right.
um, she actually cleaned the table and stuff while I was in there just to let me
Hmm.
know, and then but the thing about it was the benefits I got from it afterwards, because you're sitting at home, you're sitting in a different spot from
Right.
work, you're not in your good office chair, then you got kids running around and there's a lot of
Hmm.
stuff going on. And you need that time to pamper yourself, maybe to get away from the kids and the husband,
Hmm.
the wife, whoever. It's good to come and just pamper yourself.
Right.
So, I mean, how would you encourage, like, if somebody asks you, like, well, what do I need to come for? I mean, just my husband does my back. What's the difference in what's the difference in a professional and your husband?
I think it's more like you said, the environment, just getting out of what you do on a daily, like just getting out and getting something new and fresh done makes all the difference. Your environment makes all the difference. And I still tell people you can't like pour from an empty cup. So if you're at home, you're the cook, the clean, work and kids. It's like a whole bunch at home. So I feel like that right there is taken from you, but you need to do something every day, at least one time a day for yourself to kind of fill your cup back up. Because then you won't have anything to give anybody else. So I do
Absolutely.
feel like it's really important to get outside of your home though and do something, even if it's taking a walk, buy some water or whatever, but it's still important to get out.
Absolutely. And that's true because we keep talking about and we keep hearing about so many people are going through things, so many people are kind of breaking down, because they're at home or they don't know what's happening next. So you
Hmm.
have to find a way to take care of yourself.
Right.
And sometimes it is just, I mean, you can just go and get a 15 minutes for me reflexology, which is,
Yep.
massaging your feet.
Right.
For me, that's what I think you can do reflexology in different parts, but for me, it's
Yeah.
usually feet.
Hmm.
And so it just, I mean, but when you're massaging people, I mean, what's happening? I mean, are you breaking down like those knots that are in their back or what's happening?
So I'm not a massage therapist, but I do have a massage therapist that comes in a couple times a week who does the massages. So yeah, pretty much they breaking down muscle nuts and releasing lactic acid in muscles and stuff to make you feel better. But yeah.
Yes, to make you feel better. And sometimes you just got that little ache and you don't really know what's happening. Your shoulder is messed up. So I just want everybody to take care of themselves. I want to take
Right.
time to pamper. And it's okay. That's not being selfish, is it, Tasha?
No, it's needed. Should be a priority.
That part. So, what impact, would you like for your business to have, in the community and just when they come, other than just doing the massages, do you talk to them about health or anything like that?
Yeah, I feel like more because I am a nurse first, so education is like really, really key for me. So I try to educate you on whatever service you're getting done, the benefits of it, why you should have it, what happens if you don't have it, different signs and symptoms to look out for different, things going on with your body. I do sometimes do like a few Saturdays or so, do like some random blood pressure checks, blood sugar checks, just kind of with the community, kind of check in and see where everybody is and kind of give out free information. They can follow up with their primary care doctors. It's more about education because I can educate you today. You'll take from it what you need to take from it, and then you can also help somebody else. So,
Absolutely,
yes.
absolutely. I love it. So, I know you were sometimes you rent your spot as well for events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just had to. So sad I had to cancel one today. So yeah, we do. I have this lady who was come today. Her name Fatima Farmer. She's a specialist that moved here from California. Where we're doing a meditation and mimosas event today. So she's going to teach us all different type of techniques for meditation and teach us the benefits. And we're going to sit around, have a good time, and have some snacks and some mimosas. But we postponed it to another day, just because people kind of still kind of iffy about coming out. So
Right.
yeah.
And with the little lockdown for for a little bit. Not because anything's wrong at the spa, just
Right.
because the environment and being
Makes
smart.
people get a little more comfortable. It
Yeah.
will do something.
Yeah. But I definitely want you to know that she is open for business.
Yes.
Small little couples thing. We got Valentine's Day coming up, y'all.
We're doing
Valentine's.
on the 12th and 13th. Me and the esthetician are getting together. We're doing V-steam and vajacials. So I'm gonna be doing like some V-steaming and some foot detoxing along, and she's gonna be doing like waxing, vajacials, and facials and stuff like that. It's like 2 for $99, and we're gonna have some champagne, chocolate covered strawberries, and have some little decor going. So come out and relax.
And that's the 12th and the 13th of
Yeah.
February.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all hear that? What's the times?
It's all day. We opened on the 12th from 10 to 6, and then Saturday is 9 to 3. So
Y'all hear that? I'm telling you, I'm trying to help somebody out for Valentine's this year.
right. You can't do much. You can't go many places,
No, right?
Come and relax.
Call her up, buy somebody a gift certificate to go
Right.
on those days, treat somebody. Maybe if they can't treat themselves, but treat somebody else. Treat your loved one. It don't have to even be romantic.
Right.
A good friend that's a nurse, that's stressed out,
Mm-hmm.
give them a gift certificate.
Anybody.
Police officers, anybody. But yeah, like right now we're trying to think of the essential workers and things.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a nice little treat for somebody.
Yeah.
So kids, you can send your parents. So that is awesome. So I know too that you're about education and treating people well, to get their body well. So what's the importance of that? Some people, like I said, well, I'm just 35. I got a while. That's not gonna bother me till I'm later. Why should we start earlier than later? Just from being a nurse and from being at the well spa.
Most of the time we don't catch things until it's too late. So when you jump in front of things, preventative care, you can kind of not say prolong things, but you're kind of preventing them from forming as much. But it's very important, to get involved very early in your health and wellness. Like I wouldn't wait till you start having high blood pressure, be like, oh, maybe I should start doing things to lower my blood pressure. No, you should do that daily,
Right. It's true because, things like I said, they sneak up on us. Or, like I was talking about, I can think of three people when you said migraines who are
Hmm.
constantly saying, they have migraines. They're on Facebook and they're like, I just wish I could just, hide somewhere. And I mean, I feel so bad for them just hearing them talk about, what they're going through. So I
Yeah,
can't imagine. And then I'm like, is there no help for that? What can
right,
they do?
right.
So,
Besides taking a bunch of medications that kind of
right.
just manage your symptoms, but we gotta get down to the root of what's really happening.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, and you said you've been a nurse for how long?
Um, like 13, 14 years
Okay.
and traveling for the last 8.
What made you become a nurse?
Oh, hmm. Huh. Because I was always like the helper, always wanted to make sure everybody was fine and take care of everybody. And then when I got to the point where I had to go to school, I was like, there's nothing else that I was interested in at all, but going to do something to help somebody. So here I am.
Helping people
Right.
all day long, whether you're in the hospital or outside the hospital. That's cool.
Most people are like, well, my mom was, and no, nobody, just me.
That's cool.
Right.
All right, all right. So what else can you tell us about your spa and things that are happening there or benefits or
What else we got going on? Also here, I do it's in the same building. I do Serene. I have a little side business called Serene Screening, where I also do like drug and alcohol testing, like non-DLT and non-DLT for like truckers and anybody, employees or whatever.
huh?
Um, and then I do like genetic testing as well, and uh, DNA testing, and like early pregnancy, gender reveal testing, stuff too like that too.
Oh,
So
really?
same place, it's just kind of,
A different little area.
right.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. I know even with the genetic testing, a lot of times people are scared to do that because they're like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
But if you know early, you know what signs to look for, or in the
Right.
genetic testing, what are some of the what are they called, markers or something like that?
Yeah. A lot of them show up like it shows you pretty much, we know it shows you kind of like where your family could be from and all that stuff. But it also shows you like if your family bloodline has like a lot of like heart, bad cardiac history, or um if everybody died at around a certain age, cancer, stuff like that will show up. So,
Mhm.
and I think it's very important to know. Some people don't like to know because they feel like if I know, then I'm gonna stress myself out, trying to. So it's kind of
Yeah, I guess
up in there. But
it's wherever the person is, but
right.
um, I do encourage you to, if even if you just know that your family has stuff like that going on,
Hmm.
just take notice of your body. Take notice of
Yeah.
what's happening in your life.
Right.
Gaining weight, losing, your hair is thinning out and things like that. I mean,
Hmm.
this is so important because we
Right.
only get one life. And like you said, when we get the diagnosis, it's hard to backtrack and fix it. Now, sometimes we can,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
sometimes we can definitely make any situation better,
Right.
but let's do better before we get there, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So how many people do you have working with you?
Um, I have me and I have an assistant that kind of help me. And then there's the esthetician who works Wednesday through Saturday, and then massage therapist comes in 2, 3 days a week, random days a week to do massages and stuff.
Okay. And so the
Right.
best thing to do, can you set your appointment online or to give
Yeah.
you a call online?
Everything's yeah, you can set them online or give me a call. We're not doing walk-ins right now just because due to COVID for one.
Right.
And yeah, everything's pretty much online set up.
Okay, cool. I love it. I love a spa, honey. uh, and so I think right now we're going to take a quick break. We I want to shout out David at the Hicks Orchard in New York. They did a 30-day apple a day challenge.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go. We're going back to the basics.
Right.
Apple a day, and that's what caught my attention. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Right.
And we heard that all the time when we were growing up, but it's just something that goes out of your head. And so when I heard that line, I was like, oh yeah, let me do this. And so they are in New York, though, Hicks Orchard, and tomorrow, the 31st, is the last day, and everybody that's in the group that's in the area is going to be joining, and they're going to be doing a 3 mile hike. Now,
Oh, wow.
it is snowing there, so make sure you dress warmly. But they have a little path all carved out. You don't have to go the whole 3 miles. You can do what you need to. But check out Hicks Orchard, and I'm sure there are going to be some more challenges coming. And we're going to take a quick break. We know that Miss Cicely Tyson has passed away, and we know that she is a legend indeed. She loved people and loved for especially people of color to be able to launch out and to act. And, she was a waymaker. She dedicated her life to this. So we're going to take a little quick break and see a little, it's called Remembering Cicely Tyson. And we'll be right back.
You will always be my generous baby girl, whether you like it or not. You know, Miss Ruth was a lady. And a lady always knows when to leave. But I gotta see him, Mr. Sheriff. I gotta see him.
We just got to get back to reality.
The reality is that Westside Prep School is doing what we built it to do, Clarence.
Talk to the young.
We don't have that kind of time, Miss Jane.
What else you got, Jim?
Got the strength God gave us women to survive.
Adam, I don't want you to be any less than what you are.
Sometimes life doesn't give us any choice.
But it does. You always have a choice.
The joy of books is that you get to act it out for yourself. Things began to happen, and people began to talk about, this new actress, Cicely Tyson, and next thing I knew, I was here in front of you.
African Americans hold Cicely in such high regard. She would only do roles that served us as African Americans. She kept her way, she kept her class, she kept representing us, and she remained Cicely Tyson.
Hey, everybody. Just in case you're just now tuning in, welcome to Making Connections with Allie. That will be me. Here every Saturday at 12 noon and every Monday at 2 p.m. Thank you, Alan, for showing the tribute for Cicely Tyson. We know that she was indeed a legend, and she made a big impact. She broke into avenues that weren't, popularly available for people of color. And so it's been, I'll treat everybody with respect on the show, but I definitely, you are a woman of color, Miss Tasha Hargrove. And I thank you for what you're doing in your community. I thank you for, being a business owner, because we definitely want more people of color to own businesses. Hey, if you're happy at your job, we know somebody's got to work for somebody. But right. I applaud you because you took that step. So what was that like? I know you said that you saw, health and how things can be implemented, but being a business owner, what was that like? Did you have some moments when you're like, I'm not doing this, I'm shutting the door?
Yeah, last week.
Okay. Good to think about it, right?
Oh, it started. Well, I actually started doing a lot of business in 2019. I did a lot of mobile things. On like about 4 services I kind of did mobily, like in the area. And I just got my actual location here. I got it in August of last year, and I started seeing clients maybe like a month or so later. Um, it's been good for the most part. Like even during COVID, like I still have like a lot of business, but just kind of I'm new to it, so it's kind of like getting used to like people, not really people like that because I'm a nurse, so I'm used to people, but just being that I'm the owner now and I have to solve everything, and it's all on me. So it's been good, but very challenging, but good nonetheless.
But a good challenge.
Yes.
So, what would you tell somebody if they were thinking about opening a business? And, too, like you're saying, I mean, you have to make sure if the plumbing goes south, that's
Right.
on you.
Mhm.
If the customers, if there are no clients, you got to market, So,
Yep.
what would you tell somebody that was thinking about starting a business? Like, are there some steps that you wish you would have taken before you got started?
I would say definitely have like a solid plan, a plan that it doesn't got to make sense to everybody, but it needs to make sense at least to you, have like a solid plan. And nothing happens overnight, like baby steps. Like I got my idea to start my wellness spa in 2016. So it took about 3 years for me to actually start seeing people. So, I mean, slow and steady. I would say definitely try to get with somebody who is in your field or doing what you want to do to actually learn from them.
Mhm.
So, because I had about 3 or 4 different women who had different types of businesses, but I incorporated all into my business. Like the colon hydrotherapy class I took in Atlanta, like I learned so much from her, and not even just colon hydrotherapy. It was like more stuff about my business. So, and then I had a couple other like coaches. So it's good to like kind of have somebody there that you can kind of look up to, and learn from. So you can kind of won't make the same mistakes they made because you're getting educated on it. So that's what I would
Exactly.
say. And don't quit. Like don't quit. It's gonna get hard, but don't quit. Don't quit. As soon as you quit, it's about to go. It's about to take off. Do
Right.
not quit.
Right. And and I like that you're saying that, it's been a little difficult. I wanted to quit last week, but here I am.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just tell the truth of the matter. Some
Right.
people be like, I don't see the benefit, but if you keep holding on, somebody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is the best massage, this is the best V-steam. Or I
Right.
didn't even know what V-steam was, but I'm so glad I'm here.
Right.
So, just hang on. Things happen, things take time to build. And that's why I just love to encourage people, take your time and
Yes.
definitely, like you're saying, reach out to other people who know stuff that you don't know.
Right. Yep.
Because we do not know everything.
Mm-mm. But it feels good because I think a lot of this week, I think I had 2 or 3 clients that came in and was like, I'm so proud of you. And I'm just like, like I know, but it's like, it's good to hear them say it. Like, so it's like all this struggle wasn't for nothing. She's like,
Right.
one lady was like, I'm gonna bring my granddaughters in because I want them to see that it can be done. So, so that feels good.
All right. Now, see, you're
Right.
making impact.
Right.
That's so cool. So, back to the mobile. How did that work? What did you do mobile?
I did. That was a lot. I did V-steams mobile. I did teeth whitening and the tooth gems and did foot detoxing as well mobile.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of just went to people, set up. They had like little parties. We'll set up and do them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot though.
Do you still do them or not since you opened?
I
Not
try
now.
not to. I'd rather do it for me.
Yeah.
But if case by case, if I need to, I will. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. So, somebody asked you something you mentioned earlier, or vajacial. Is that how you say it?
Oh, vajacial, yeah. That's the esthetician, she does vajacials. It's kind of like a facial, but for your vaginal area. So she puts like a jelly mask and some kind of steam, and it's like a facial for your vagina. So people like to get that done. They'll get a wax and then they'll get a vajacial. So make it all.
Okay. I can't remember who asked that question, but you heard it there. Go get your vagina pampered.
Right. Yep.
But that's funny because some people will be like, don't say that
Yeah.
word. I mean, come on, y'all. We are human beings. There's so many different aspects to our bodies, and we got to take care of everything. Just like with the bee sting, people are like, I ain't shooting nothing up my hind end or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a herb. It's not anything that's gonna hurt you. It's only to
Right.
make you better.
Right.
And so, Jonathan is watching, and he says hello.
Hello.
And, you shout out to Jonathan Coleman. He's always, if Jonathan is in your corner, you're gonna be all right, wouldn't you say, Jake? So, he was saying, tell us about your humanitarian work. You do some things for the community.
Just mainly like when I do like my little kind of wellness get-togethers here, I'll try to do like free blood pressure checks, like just for anybody, and like blood sugar checks and stuff like that, and kind of give people like little handouts to show you where you are, where you should be, and I always have people follow up with their primary care, just because I'm just here to kind of educate you on those type things. And we do weight check-ins if somebody's on a weight loss type journey. Yeah.
Cool. It's a lot going on at Serene Wealth Spa.
It is.
You can get your massage. You can get your vajacial. You can go get your genetic testing. So when you do that, do you spit in a little tube or something?
No. I use blood work.
Blood work.
Blood and send it off.
Okay. Is that more accurate than the saliva? I guess.
I'm not sure. I just use one test.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I love it. So, I just think I got to get there. That's for sure. So where are you located in Charlotte?
3727 Rose Lake. It's on the south side, between Tybola and Tryon area.
Oh, okay. And you're open Monday through Saturday, you said?
Tuesday through Saturday. Okay. And Mondays I do a lot of the screening stuff. So, yeah.
Cool. Hey, she's got everything, y'all.
Busy.
That's good though. So I know a lot of people are doing like some of the yoga people and exercise. They do like virtual events. I think your event today was going to be live stream as well, right?
Yeah. I think she still did the live stream part, but
okay.
Yeah, I think it was around the same time. So.
Do you do any of your classes or anything like that virtually, or can people reach out?
I haven't yet, but I'm thinking about doing something, but I haven't done anything yet virtually yet. Gotta find the time to get it together.
Yeah, that would be cool though too. Yeah, you could pull that off. Maybe have like a little group of people Zoom in and you tell them some good stuff about their health and wellness. So, is there anything else, something that I'm missing that you want to tell our listeners about you, about the spa, about being an entrepreneur, anything? She's like,
yeah, I don't know.
You have so much goodness, you don't know what to say. Well, again, I really think it's awesome. And, just like when the lady was like, she wants to bring her grandchildren, I think it's so important for us to find our voice, find that thing that we're good at.
Right.
And I know a lot of people are still searching. A lot of people are like, what's my purpose? I even still ask that, I know this is part of it, but what is this all for? You know what I'm saying? So how important is it for people even to try to find out what their purpose is? Because everybody is needed. Whatever their purpose is needed.
I think whenever you figure out exactly what your purpose is, I feel like life will just you feel just way better. Like you'll feel like because your purpose is going to lead you, it's going to be like a love. So if things will just feel different, like your work is not really considered work, like because you're doing it because it's your purpose. Like you feel like whenever you have like what is it? Like you're destined, like you're destined to do this, if it's a different feeling. So I feel like that. Yeah.
And I feel like you're going to want to get up and do it. It's
right.
On some jobs, I'm not saying everybody's job, but sometimes you be like, I do not want to go. I'm just sick of them people. I'm sick of that place. Yeah. But I feel like even when your purpose, even when it's a struggle or when you have some bad days, you don't want to give up on it because you're like, it's tough right now, but hey, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I love it, and I think you're doing a great job. And
Thank you.
I think whenever you are having events and stuff, be sure to let me know. You know,
Okay.
we will shout it out. We'll run the flyer here on the show and let everybody know. And I just think that we have to encourage one another.
Mhm.
Everybody's fighting a battle of some sort. Your
Right.
struggle may not be my struggle. To me, your struggle might be something like changing your diet. And, you know, for some people, they're just like, I just eat raw anyway. It's just good for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But two, one of my neighbors was talking about that they were going to a funeral of a coworker, and that person didn't eat red meat. You really don't know in life what's going to happen. So you have to live your best life, live a good life, live a happy and a peaceful life.
Mhm.
Don't you think that's important?
Yes. Do whatever makes you feel great. Try to live stress-free.
That part, because stress
Yeah.
will do what?
Get rid of you
It will.
quick.
It will take you out.
Yes.
And I mean, even like being a nurse, like, and people come in, I bet a lot of times they're just shocked about what's going on in their bodies, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're
Very.
like, what do you mean? Heart attack, strokes.
It happens out of nowhere, and you thought you were doing everything you could. Things happen. You gotta just
You gotta try to be prepared as best you can. But this is the
right.
thing. I hope you understand. I hope everybody gets. Live a peaceful life. Live a life full of joy. Stop trying to please other people and do your purpose. Right?
Right.
Be comfortable in your skin, whatever your skin looks like. If
Right.
you're not comfortable in your skin, change something. You know, if you're not comfortable being the size you are, you can change it.
Right.
If you don't like the job you're on, you can go to a different job. It's scary. You don't know what's happening, but
do it.
You got to do it, right?
Mhm.
What's it like being a travel nurse? I know, like I said, I have friends, and they love it. So,
Oh yeah, I love it. I just kind of got tired of the day to day, like going to the same job. And I mean, I like adventure and new things and, branching out. So I started traveling, and I've been like to a lot of the states. I can't remember them all, but a lot. But it's like nursing is the same exact way. Like nursing here, a heart attack here is the same as it's gonna look in California. So that part was just pretty much easy. But it was the only thing I had to really learn was kind of like just like key things about the hospital. But then on your off days, you get to enjoy the scenery, go learn new and different things. It's pretty much what I did. Pretty much every state I went to, I just branched out to see what they had going on.
Awesome.
But it was nice. And then they pay you pretty good, so that was another plus.
Right.
But it's the traveling part. I wanted to sit down at some point because it's been forever. So
right
now I'm here.
I think that's cool though. That's what I like. My friends, I'd be like, shoot, I should have been a nurse. That's not my calling. But when they're talking about traveling, I'm like, oh my gosh. I have a friend right now that's in California, and I was like, and then he's out sightseeing and stuff, and I'm like, I tell people, even people who are nurses, hey, you have to look into that. You don't have to do it forever. Like you said, when you're ready to take a break, you can come and sit home for a while and work from here, wherever your base is. But it's so I'm a big person about traveling and seeing new places like you are, being adventurous, because a lot of times I think too that's another thing with people. They get stuck in that little area they're in,
right?
And they just think, this is my life. I go to work, I go to the grocery store, I go pay all these bills, and I sit at home.
That's not life.
Come on, tell them about it, Tasha. What's life about?
You gotta live. You got to live.
And your definition again doesn't have to look like mine. You don't want to travel to the different states. If you love North Carolina, if you love South Carolina, wherever you are, enjoy that state, because that state has a lot of stuff to do. Go to museums, get out, just get out, get some fresh air.
Right.
So we're going to have a quick, I think right now we're going to do a quick call to action for Making Connections Network. And we will be right back, Tasha. So when we come back, I definitely want you to tell people how they can follow you and reach you. You know, even follow you on social media so that they can stay abreast of all the events you have coming on, and they can get the reminder about February 12th and 13th.
Yes.
And just give us a last word of encouragement, whether it's encouragement or whether it's a well-being tip, whatever it is, just whatever you feel led to leave with the family. Okay, we'll be right back. I always wait for Alan. Then when I start talking, he's like, ding.
Thank
So
you for
while
being
he's
such a wonderful listening audience, whether you were listening live or on the replay. And don't forget to like our Facebook page, Making Connections with Allie and Shay, so that you can get notified every time we go live. Do you have a burning message to share with the audience? Contact Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com with your topic idea and your message to be booked on the show. And if you're an inspirational speaker or a motivator or simply seeking a platform to share your message, contact Miss Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com to be considered for 30 to 60 minutes of weekly airtime right here on the Making Connections Network. Again, contact Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com to be considered for 30 to 60 minutes of weekly airtime, your own radio show right here on the Making Connections Network.
Hey, everybody. Yes, you heard it. This is my show, Making Connections with Allie. But Allie also has a radio station. We have slots, we have openings, we have room for somebody who has a voice and wants to get their message heard. Contact me. Let's talk about it. You know, we also have people who are guest experts. They come on the show once a month and they, you know, give either their inspiration or they tell their wisdom. They do health and wellness. If you maybe you're not ready to own a show for yourself, but you want that once a month opportunity just so you can get your feet wet, you know, come on, give us a call. We also, you know, we started this show out with just radio. You didn't see our faces, we couldn't interact. So we have radio, we have TV, whatever you need to get your message out, to make sure people hear your voice. Because I'm going to go back to Cicely Tyson. I keep saying a legend, somebody who will not be forgotten anytime soon, lived till 96. And even up until 96, she was working. She released a book recently. I mean, she was doing things. So don't be afraid. Sometimes it's scary, but do it afraid. And so I'll say to you, Tasha, she has left us a legacy. She has passed on to us the baton to keep making a way for others, to keep encouraging others, and to keep fighting for equality and what is right. So I thank you for coming on the show today. I definitely have to get to Charlotte, get to your spa. I'm not going to say on the air what kind of services I'm going to have, but I definitely have to get there. And I see we also have a flyer that's posted on the page. Make sure you go check it out. We are on Facebook and Instagram. And before we go, Tasha, tell everybody how they can follow you and how they can contact you.
You can follow me on Instagram. It's at Serenewell Spa. It's SERENEWELLSPA, and also on Facebook, Serenewell Spa. And our website is serenewellspa.com.
Awesome. And so go there and find all the information. Like she said, she does the genetics. There's just different things that she has going on. If you have a small group of people that you want to come out and celebrate and do something, contact her. She'll let you know the availability and the limit. Don't forget, I'm trying to help everybody. We're kicking off Love Month, and I'm glad she's coming in at the end because you got time to get your gift certificates. You got time to make your schedule because she can only take so many people in those 2 days. So definitely call, get your name on the list for, and tell them again about what's happening at the event on the 13th.
Off on the 13th, V-steams and vajacials. So me and the esthetician are getting together I'm doing the V-steams and foot detoxing, and then the esthetician is doing facials, vajacials, I think some other stuff. Pick 2 for $99.
2 for $99. Y'all better come. Y'all better hop on that. That's good. We'll be talking later, Tasha. Thank you again for coming on. I really do appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. If like I said, we'll be glad to advertise any type of events you're having. If you want to come back on, do a little commercial and tell us about something that's going on, you are welcome. You're home now. This is family.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, guys, thank you for listening. This has been Making Connections with Allie. Again, we are here every Monday at 2 p.m. and every Saturday at 12. If you have a message you want to share, if you maybe want to hear about something and you're like, hey, can you do a show about this? Either inbox me or send me an email, text me, whatever. We are here for you. We're here for the community. We got to grow together and build one another up. So we are here. Thank you for listening. And Monday is going to be our health and wealth expert, Carrie Ann Lawrence. She's here with us every first Monday. If you're in the New York area and you're close to Granville, New York, go to Hicks Orchard tomorrow. They're having their 3-mile walk. They're going to have apple cider donuts, hot apple cider. They're just going to be having a good time. There's all kinds of stuff going to be happening. So definitely tune in. Thank you again. And until next time, I'm leaving you with love, positivity, and good vibes. Bye, Tasha.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Making Connections. This is your girl, Allie. And guess what? I just kind of wanted to share a little something with you guys. I am on a journey. This is not my first time on the journey, but I think this journey will be different this time. And it is a health and wellness journey. And it's not just about eating, but it's about everything. My mindset, my stress levels, all that good stuff. And, then I was like, you know what? I have a platform. And guess what? I can find an expert that could come on and share with all of us, tips to help us live better. And because, I have friends who are also on the journey. So I wanted to help all of us. So I'm going to introduce you to our health and wellness expert. She's a holistic nurse practitioner, and she is going to be on the Making Connections show every first Monday of the month. That's every first Monday at 2 p.m. How you doing, Carrie Ann?
Hey, Allie, I am doing fantastic. As you can tell, I am outside enjoying the sun so that I can get some vitamin D. a little bit naturally. So I'm super excited to be here. My name is Carrie Ann, as Ali said. I am a nurse practitioner specializing in women's health, and I'm also a holistic health educator. I have spent several years on my own health journey, and from my experience, I realized that we need additional assistance naturally and not always on the traditional method. So I formed Just Green Living, and now we're rolling out Kicking the Fast Food Habit. So if you are looking to learn how to incorporate healthier eating habits, this is the place to be. If you want to learn how to decrease stress levels and have better coping mechanism, this is the place to be. There are things that we can do naturally. If you're having trouble sleeping, I know that's a huge thing, especially right now during the pandemic. So, how can we incorporate it? Natural things that we could do naturally to improve our sleep? Stay tuned here. This is also the place if you want to just learn how to do simple activities at home. A lot of us are not able to go to the gym as in this time, so we can do a lot of things at home, and we don't have to make it hard. So simple things we can incorporate to get us through that door because we're busy with our kids, we're busy doing life. So stay tuned. Join us here every first Monday of the month at 2 p.m. on Making Connections with Ali on Making Connections TV. I am super excited to be here, and I am can't wait to see the journey that we take together moving forward. Back to you, Ali.
Hey, thank you, Carrie Ann. And I already, just her being outside is making me feel good. And before the show came on, she was dancing and everything. So Carrie Ann embodies a lot of energy and a lot of wisdom. If you want to know more, take this journey with me. It just come support me as I try to sleep better and live better and be an example to others. So as she said, every first Monday right here on Making Connections. You can follow us also on Instagram and Facebook. In case you forget, the flyers will be there. Or you can reach out to us at 980-389-6826. That's 980-389-6826. See you first Monday, Carrie. And as always, we're leaving you with love, positivity, and good vibes.